Good evening and welcome to Middle College. My name is Nancy Stevens and I'm coming to you from the Santa Barbara City College campus where our offices are located. I'd like to share with you just inside the door our student bulletin board where we post exemplary student work as well as flyers about campus and community opportunities that we think would benefit our students. Additionally, we have our student space. This is where students can come while they're on campus to connect with other middle college students, to have a bite to eat, or just to visit and get some help on their homework. And here is my office where I usually meet with students one-to-one. That's been really difficult due to distance learning. One of the cornerstones of middle college is our ability to connect and form good relationships with our students. And so to that end, we would like to thank our parents for the great insight you gave us about your sons and daughters in our Describe Your Student in a Million Words or Less part of our assignment. Right now, during distance learning, we're trying to provide a variety of activities, not only to keep a student's interest, but also to keep up some of the rigor in the program that we're known for. To that end, I'd like to introduce you to Dominic Frecking.
Thank you, Nancy. Welcome to Back to School Night. And I wanted to take our time to share a little bit about our weekly requirements and what happens in the weekly meetings that your students are attending. And so we have a few goals. We want to check in with your students about their City College courses. We try to help them as much as they need in managing their City College courses, the due dates they have in there. We want to make sure they're aware of and taking care of those responsibilities. And then academically for middle college, we have a weekly assignment that students are accessing through Canvas and they submit during their middle college meeting. We also want them to attend their meeting. And so completing their work and showing up to their appointment is a quality that we want to instill in them. We feel that if they show up and are well prepared to their responsibilities, it will do them well in college and in life. And so that's what we're trying to accomplish with the weekly meetings and weekly assignment. We also have a few monthly requirements. Those requirements include a journal. So we want them to be writing every week, and we accumulate those writings and record it on a monthly basis. We also want them to be reading, and so independent reading is a requirement, and students need to read a book per month. And finally, we have a learning opportunity. We want students to be lifelong learners, and so we ask them to go in and find a way to learn outside of what we're requiring of them, and they submit one on a monthly basis. Next week is October, and so all of their September monthly assignments are due next week. So that gives you a little glimpse of what students are doing on a weekly basis. Let me introduce Regina Frecking, and she's going to speak with you about all of the support that Middle College and City College provides.
Thanks, Dom. Good evening, everybody. Thanks so much for attending tonight. We wish we could be together physically, but this is the next best thing to be able to share with you. We did want to let you know that most of your students are starting in a new program with a lot of different expectations and a different way of learning. And so we wanted to make sure that you as parents know all the supports that are put into place to help support their learning and not only their academic growth, but their personal growth as well. So one thing we'd like to highlight is our office hours. Of course, your students are meeting individually with their teachers one-on-one each week. But in addition to that, they may have questions or concerns or things that they want to talk over. And so we do hold weekly office hours. Each teacher holds an office hour on a different day of the week. And we encourage all students to attend any and all of those office hours. So please do encourage your students to show up to those office hours, connect with the teachers, get a little bit of extra help and insight. If they're more comfortable working with their peers, we also offer MC Mentor Office Hours. So we've chosen 6 students this year who have been with us for a year or more, who are excellent students and really good at working and collaborating with others. They're also holding Zoom office hours, and again, please do encourage your students to check out either our office hours or student office hours. It's just a place not only to collaborate and get extra insight on different topics that we're studying, but also it's just a way to carve out time to study. Time management is one of the things that we're all working on, and it's a good way to just have a set time each week where you're working on your middle college assignment. Not only does Middle College provide support, but we are so lucky to be part of this campus community that's very dedicated, always and in particular now, in finding ways to uniquely support students. There are numerous resources on campus, but I wanted to just share 3 with you today. And the 3 that I wanted to share are, first and foremost, the math lab. Those of you guys that are in math, it's really challenging to learn math always, and remotely it can be even extra challenging. Thankfully, City College has always had a great math lab, and they've continued that through remote learning. So from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., students can, for free, get individual one-on-one help with math tutors. So please make that a weekly part of your routine if you're in math. The second resource I wanted to make sure everybody knows about is our Career Center. We have incredible career counselors. They're willing and able to meet with students one-on-one, to go over resumes, to help pick college majors, careers, all that kind of exploration. In addition, they have an excellent collection of videos. It's called the How I Made It series, where they interview people from lots of different career fields. I think there are about 50 videos online that you can check out. So if you're just interested in film or communications or justice, you could just check out a video about an hour long that interviews about 5 or 6 people on a panel in that career field. So we definitely think that's a worthwhile thing to check out. And the last thing we wanted to make sure you knew about is the Well. The Well is an incredible resource on campus for mental wellness. Our students were introduced to it a few weeks ago. Fortunately, we had one of their head coordinator, Becky Bean, a lovely woman, come and speak to them in a webinar and share some of their resources. So we just wanted to let you know that through the Well, students can receive free personal counseling, as well as they can attend weekly club meetings and just workshops on things like healthy relationships, healthy eating, how to envision a bright future for yourself by creating vision boards and doing art projects. So there's lots of different things, and we just ask you to check that out online on their webpage. And as we're talking about resources, we wanted to make sure that you realize that we know you as the parents are one of our best resources as teachers, and so we really ask to partner with you this year. We're looking forward to that partnership. We ask that, especially during COVID learning, as students are struggling with whatever they may be struggling with, that you would reach out to us and let us know how we might be a better support to your students. So we really appreciate you coming tonight. We look forward to continuing that partnership with you throughout the year. Have a good evening.